Another smash and grab robbery in Beverly Hills. I know you saw that crazy video.
Oh, that was wild, man. I was checking that out. And I when I scrolled past and saw it, I just stopped and looked and was like, wow, they was getting it.
Guess how much money worth of jewelry, according to the owner, that they stole?
What'd they say?
$5 million worth.
Damn.
Now, what can you do with $5 million worth of jewelry? There's no way you can sell that.
No doubt. It's definitely going to be hard to pawn or hawk or, get fence or get rid of. But at the same time, believe me, they will do it.
Now, what I thought was so crazy about it is that they did it in Beverly Hills in broad daylight under cameras on every corner. They got pictures of the getaway car. Right. They got pictures of the other car they got into. Right. Of course, their faces were covered. Yeah. But I'm saying to myself, it's just a matter of time before they figure out who y'all are.
No doubt, because they got the system where they'll follow that car, for miles and miles and miles via cameras, and it may even take them a month to do it, but they'll get it done, and just hopefully that second car they got into, they, maybe that one didn't have, registered plates to somebody they know or something like that, but...
You saying hopefully, I know who you're rooting for.
You know what, I said the same thing when I said that. I said, obviously who I'm rooting for, but... not that I'm for, robberies and smash and grabs, but it's just crazy how I'm seeing this in modern day time. This look like some savage stuff from back in the day. You know what I mean? This modern day 2022, and they walked up in there. Now the thing about it is, though, they didn't use a gun. So when they get caught, if they get caught, that takes a lot less time off of it. They didn't hold nobody hostage. They didn't threaten nobody. Yep. So I'm itching to see how this plays out based on none of those factors are involved.
Can they get charged with, they used a sledgehammer and axes.
Right.
Those can be considered weapons though, right?
Yeah, but you didn't use a weapon to detain nobody. You didn't basically kidnap nobody. You didn't hold nobody against their will. To me, it just seems like a theft.
Yeah, simple theft.
It seem like it, but that don't mean they won't rack up the charges somehow,
And it seems like this would definitely go federal because of the value of the jewelry, because the jewelry is all insured, and the FBI is probably going to move in and help investigate.
Oh, no doubt. I think they'll take the case over because, like you say, the insurance companies may push for it. Beverly Hills is probably going to push for it, because these incidents are happening more and more often in the prestige city of Beverly Hills. And these people pay too many millions of dollars to live there and for things like this to happen, in their eyes,
They must be spooked because of all the drama that's popping up in Beverly Hills.
They got to be. And like I say, believe me, they at the city hall meetings with under fire, got the city hall under fire about getting a hand on this, but at the same time, how can you get a hand on something you don't know when it's going to happen or how it's going to happen?
Yeah, there's really nothing you can do about that. If someone is that bold enough to come with sledgehammers and axes and bust in the window, hey, that you're gonna have to eat that, right?
Yeah, but that was a greedy move right there. They wanted that bad. They went and got that. They did that. I'm like, damn.
Now, my question is, it was 5 of them dudes. Mm-hmm. I always noticed, especially with all the cases that I work on, the more people involved in an offense, the more likely one of these persons is going to tell if they get caught.
No doubt. But let me be clear on one thing. Sometimes it's not the people involved in the actual heist that tells. It's the baby mama. It's the homie that y'all told y'all was going to do this. It's somebody else that y'all told. One homie was supposed to go and he didn't make it, so y'all left him. You know what I mean? These are some of the factors. It's not always the crime, even though you're right. If they get caught, somebody, it's too many people to have to trust, but it's usually somebody else. Baby mama didn't got mad you didn't come home last night. You know what I mean? And or she told her friend and they got into an argument. You'll be surprised how people get to the bottom of some of these cases, man, when it comes to somebody informing on them.
Also, the drama can be created about how they decide to divide up this millions of dollars of jewelry.
No doubt, because somebody gonna say, man, you didn't even have a sledgehammer, or you ran, you took all you didn't, or I grabbed this, I'm keeping what I grabbed. You know what I mean? It could be that type of situation, and anytime you got those number of criminals on one case, it always get ugly with that.
Now, I watched this video several times, and I noticed there was one dude that got pushed by the businessman. I
saw that, yeah.
And then when he was running off, he dropped a bunch of watches, too.
Yeah.
And I think the guy said he dropped like 3 watches that was worth like $60,000.
Damn.
I think it's embarrassing to be the dude that you dropped almost $100,000 worth of jewelry, and when they get back to the spot, they probably gonna say, "All right, you messed up your opportunity.
Yeah.
We're taking these from you. We're keeping this. We're dividing it like that." And then where do you put all of this stuff? Because you have to assume, this is the way I'm thinking. You have to assume, all 5 of these people have to assume the police is going to be knocking on your door in the next few days. So you cannot have any of this jewelry in any of your homes.
Well, greed and hunger, not saying that these guys were broke or didn't have it. They could have just been bold and, out for more money. But a lot of times, when you're back up against the wall and you hunger for money, when this kind of situation, they should sit on that jury for a while, plan it out how they going to get rid of it, whether take it to another state or something like that. But the greedy one who said, I need money right now, today, I got to eat today, I need to feed my baby this week, they're the ones that go try to pawn it. And most of the time, a lot of these jury people have connections with each other. You know what I mean? They could have sent out some kind of mass picture to all the jewelers. Hey, man, this come through. Give us a call. Call the law enforcement. So they got to be careful how they even get rid of it.
And I would think that all the pawn shops are obligated to the police when they know stolen merchandise is coming in. Like, they got to call and report it and say, hey, we got this dude down here with a $100,000 watch.
I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know that. I think that depends on the integrity of the pawn shop. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, everybody.
Thanks for watching this video clip of Streets and Scholars podcast with Alex Alonso and FG. If you want to listen to the entire episode, go to your favorite podcast platform and type in Streets and Scholars. But we're available on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and Spotify. And thanks for listening to another episode of Streets and Scholars.